Okay, have we showed up over there yet? There we are. Transition. That's us, boys. Yeah. Yeah. Epic. Okay. My show notes for this are open. Boom, boom. Boom. Hey, everybody in the pre-show show. If you're here, cool. It'll be a weird week. There's not a whole lot to talk about with this cold weather coming in. But we're going to make the best of it. I tried to get a guest this week, Joey. Didn't work out. Oh, I'm gonna ditch my headphones for this guy. I think we're all set.
You sure?
Yeah. I mean, it's once I get the level set, it's all good. Okay.
So it looks like Echo Map versus Striker, like the 7, and actually mine and Garmin's is, or mine and Marcus is. He does have the side view. And he has the lake view. He has like full preloaded maps in a card slot for micro SD, where I have built-in storage. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. It's a nice unit. Who was the guest supposed to be?
Charter captain over in the Eastern Shore. Guy that I've done a lot of stuff with.
Old Billy?
No.
Old Billy.
No. Okay, you ready to record this thing?
Never.
And get this party started. Hey, everybody, I'm Brian.
And I'm Joey.
Welcome to the Maryland Fishing Line, episode 30. Today is Tuesday.
We're already on 30?
30. Today is Tuesday, December 15th, 2020. Do we have much to talk about in December when it comes to fishing? You know,
Yeah.
I feel like if it's 2020...
I am booming at the store. I didn't even tell you.
No, I'll hear. You got to have a lot to talk about because, but I'm also like, if it wasn't 2020, this is the time of the year that we'd be talking about fishing shows and boat shows and all of those things that will be coming up over the winter that just aren't happening.
Oh, I'll do my own show on. I'll do some YouTube thing.
Weren't we talking about like getting some extra cameras and doing a show and tell this week? You were going to bring in like.
Oh, I forgot.
Now, see, I thought
next
that's where
week
it was.
Yeah, well, it's. You shouldn't put high standards with me. Don't give me any responsibility.
This is the podcast, folks, where we spend a little bit of time every week talking about fishing in Maryland from saltwater to freshwater. We attempt to cover it all. I changed up, Joey. You like that?
I wasn't listening.
This is what? Okay, it's fine. The Maryland Fishing Line
Dude,
is a
Phil,
production.
Sorry.
It was just a little
I'm in the
different.
live chat.
That's okay. You're doing this. You're doing a very important job.
I've honestly been meaning to message Phil for like 4 days. I do this all the time, so don't take it personally, Phil. Ask him how he's doing.
Oh God, Joey is.
I am worse. So don't take it personal. Ask my dad. Ask Brian. Ask my wife.
The Maryland Fishing Line is a production of the Angler magazine, Chesapeake Edition. Tonight we are going to talk about a little bit of fish.
The lack of my communication.
Yeah. Joey's love life. And of course, did we do this or that? I don't think we have any this or that's we've prepared, Joey. I think we've got a hole in the show.
Don't worry.
There we go. I had started it, but I don't have any in there. So while I'm doing that, Joey's going to begin to think about that. But before we even get too far into this podcast, I want to thank our sponsors, Waterfront Marine in Edgewater, Maryland. Dealing in Robalo fishing boats, Chaparral pleasure boats, and Bennington pontoon boats. You can find out more on all of those things on their website at waterfrontmarine.com. JMJ Firearms in Mechanicsville, Maryland. Modern Air, HVAC in Mechanicsville, Maryland. Robin Capillaro at Remax One. Stoney's Kingfishers in Solomons. Scotch Cove Marina in Deal Island, Maryland. Huntingtown Automotive in Huntingtown, Maryland. And Eat Chesapeake in Dunkirk, Rosehaven, and Bowie, otherwise known as Chesapeake Grill. You're going to find links to all of those folks in the show notes. Make sure to let them know you heard about them here.
You heard? Honestly, I cannot find episode 30 in my Google Drive, so I will text you our...
There we go. Anyway you want to do it, we'll figure it. By the time we get another, I don't know, 35
Oh, you have it labeled
minutes.
December 15th.
Yeah, December 15th. I don't put them as the days because
See,
it got very confusing with the numbers. So,
gotcha. That makes sense.
Phil is here.
We should have the MFL.
I'm gonna go through the live stream, folks. Darren, Rhino Fishing TV, is here. Darren, I said this in the chat here. I do want to find some time to get you on the podcast. I was thinking about that the other day. It'd be a good.
I do have his rod.
Fun guest to have
So
on.
I'm about
cool.
a week off from my projected epoxy goal.
Phil, yeah, Dr. Pesca. Chatted with him earlier today. He was very kind and shared my Maryland Kayak Outfitters post. I've begun the promotion. And
Should I share that?
And he shared it for me, and I thanked him and asked him how things were going in his household with COVID, and he said that they were doing much better.
Much more polite than me.
Yeah. Joey is here in the live stream. And yeah, Darren, we just talked about that. He said he's pretty bummed about the Richmond Expo being canceled. And, you know, I don't even know.
I wanted to go to ICAST this year.
They didn't have it last year either. So
They had ICAST last year, didn't they?
Nope. Next. It
I
was
think
some
a couple
sort of like
shows.
hybrid virtual thing or something. The Angler, they always have a big presence at ICAST. And
Oh, I would like to chat with him there. Work on that cover photo.
yeah.
They need this.
You know, but there's nothing. There's nobody's doing any shows, and that's how I kind of like would spend the winter. Is that was a big part of, you know.
My favorite winter thing is that Tie Fest, that fly fishing show. I look forward to that every year.
You think
And-
they'll do that this year?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
That's like middle of February. That's like the deadest time.
Mm-hmm.
And but we're so close to like, all right, let's go. And it's not.
My brother and I used to always go to the Waterman's Expo in Ocean City in like January, and because he's a 80-ton. He drives ferry boats and all that kind of stuff. And
Your brother is 80 tons?
Yeah, he's got his 80-ton license, and he would,
yeah.
you know.
I was joking.
And so we would go out to that every year, and I always enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. It was, you know, just small enough to kind of be kind of intimate, and you could talk to people, but it wasn't that big. So, and Phil, yeah, he said he tested negative yesterday. Very good. I'm glad to hear that you're on the mend. I understand it does take a little bit of time to get back to the full 100. You'll get there, no worries. And you know what? Honestly, it's like in the bike world, Joey. If you're going to get hurt, winter is the time for it to happen. I know when I broke my collarbone, it was late November, early December, and it was like, well, I'm getting on the trainer now anyway, so what does it matter? And you got a pass, Joey, from Darren. He says no rush. And Marcus has showed up. Marcus spends Tuesday nights with us now.
Yeah, both. Shannon's going to be mad.
Shannon's going to be very mad. I picture Marcus sitting out in his garage, you know, with all of his bikes. He sent me a picture of his garage out there, like streaming.
Yeah,
you know, this
a big TV in there.
Yeah,
He did send me a nice picture. He was cozy on his chair with his dog.
Marcus is I don't know. I don't want to say a newcomer. He's
on this side,
eager to learn from the bike world, and he came in and bought your Bomb Pop.
Yeah,
that is a pretty boat, and that it's gone. I can't
get another. I already asked.
Oh, well, it's a pretty boat. I liked that better than the one that just had the decking in it.
Hey,
so let's take a look at what's going on around the state real quick. I mean, there's not a lot here. I think, you know, it's winter blues. It's about chain pickerel, catch and release rockfish, and white perch. I haven't heard any yellow perch showing up in any big numbers anywhere yet. Have you?
Nope.
I haven't seen or heard that. I know that will eventually happen here in the next, 4 to 6 weeks. We'll start to see yellow perch. Haven't seen any yet. I'm sure there are places that they're around, but I haven't heard nor seen any. Rockfish season closed down December 10th, and so that's just catch and release only. So I'm sure we'll be seeing some pictures from some of the warm water discharges over on the river and Calvert Cliffs, but it's just slow doldrums.
I thought we just talked about perch. Perch are in the 40 feet in the hard bottoms. Double dropping them rigs with bloodworms is what's going to get you, and that's about it right now.
Yep.
Largemouth, you want to get the bottom as quick and as close as possible.
Low and slow.
And, low and slow. If you think you're going slow, go slower.
It's like the Spanish mackerel we say. Like, you think you're reeling fast enough,
Go
reel
faster.
faster.
I can flip that and turn it the opposite of largemouth.
You know it this time of year.
Yeah.
You will find some snakehead willing to take a minnow under a bobber once we get a string of some warmer and sunny days. I know that's something that, a lot of people will spend their winter doing, but you got to pick your days. You get a string of 2 or 3, 60-degree days, and some of that shallow water. I'm talking specifically about over in Blackwater, where that water will heat up in those flats. Those fish will move up onto that flat, and they will really turn on. They won't really turn on for baits or lures. They're looking for something live. You're going to have to be a little sneakier and throw some of them big minnows over there. And the chain pickerel, we talked about them too. We didn't actually go into that.
Yeah, everyone's chain pickerel now.
Well, yeah, it's winter. If you're looking for some chain pickerel, you're going to want to throw some stick baits, some suspending kind of things. MEPS, inline spinners, number 3s and 4s probably work really well. I've seen some great pictures of some really, really big chain
Everyone
pickerel.
fishing the Magathy, the Severn, stuff like that, they're killing it.
Yeah. Have you ever eaten a pickerel?
No.
I haven't either. I saw
I don't
somebody.
think it's something I want to eat.
Well, I think they just got a lot of bones. That's always been my understanding.
My biggest fear eating fish is just eating bones.
I don't know that that's something. Maybe somebody in the live stream has tried them. I have not.
If you've eaten carp, let me know.
No, thank you. That's called cat food.
But I do love catfish.
Catfish. Speaking of catfish, blue catfish are going to be plentiful right now. This is what a great time of the year if you're looking to just soak some baits and find them. These same spots are going to apply. I think these are the same kind of areas.
Yep.
Fort Washington, Potomac, the Benedict area, the Patuxent, and some places on the eastern shore in the Nanacoke. You're going to find some big blue catfish, and they can be a lot of fun to catch.
I was thinking about
a whole lot of fun to catch.
Should do some catfishing this winter.
I've been thinking about just doing it right on the pier, just going down and throwing a line on a warmer day and seeing what happens. The problem is where I'm in the creek, I have that little choke point that's right below my pier that really seems to the fish seem to stack up in there, and I bet you, but I couldn't reach that from the pier. I would
Get
have
a big old surf rod.
I could probably get pretty close, but I still don't think I'm going to get where those fish are going to be.
I don't mind, especially anchoring up out in the kayak. Sit there.
I think on the right day, that could be done, because you're not going to be very far from anything. You have a problem. It's you're not out in the middle of the bay. I wouldn't pick a windy day or a particularly cold day. But
no, I'm thinking you get that nice weekend day, find a creek up in the up the Patuxent or something.
And pretty soon,
up the Potomac.
I should be having some boats to rig and put down there.
We'll see about that. Not some orange ones.
Anything happening in the live stream?
There's a party going on.
There's a lot of chatting going on over there.
Actually,
cool.
no, I was just kidding. No, there is.
There is a lot of chatting going on there.
Right.
You alluded earlier
Yep.
that you have some stuff that you want to talk about from.
I feel like there's been a spike. So I've already had to continue in the year, but in the last week or two, and I haven't talked about it, but the amount of people coming in and emails, people are looking at next year already.
Mm-hmm.
Some Jagaloon is trying to have me get him 3 Titans. I have some other guy trying to get me a Titan. I had 3 or 4 separate customers in today, just generally talking about boats. One guy, what was his name? This guy is awesome. Victor. Victor's got 2 Slayer 13s. He got from us way back in the day. One of them he's trying to sell, so I might have a hookup on a $1,000 Slayer 13 that looks pristine.
Wow.
So the 13 is a boat they discontinued with the Slayer Max coming out. It's an awesome platform though, and
that's a paddle boat.
was
Not a pedal boat.
No, it's pedal.
Oh, it's pedal.
So it's Slayer Propel 13.
Okay.
Native discontinued.
What was the price on that? You thought
$1,000. It's a sleeker. Is not what you want.
No. I don't think I want. But that's a hell of a good price.
Oh yeah.
On a pedal drive boat.
Yep.
That's
and it's a
great
601
condition.
unit. So it's like I said, it looks like it's never been in the water. He bought 2, one for his son and one for him, and he uses his, but they both look amazing.
Wow.
He was actually talking to me about a top water because I'm an Old Town dealer.
You're an Old Town dealer?
Yeah, I didn't realize it. I did, but I forgot. I'm tried and true to native because we're looking at a.
You kill me.
No, for real. Because we used to carry Old Town canoes. And I might bring some more in this year.
Kill me.
He was looking at the Old Town. What's the one with the motor on it? The
Sportsman.
What's the actual name? I don't know.
Sportsman. Yeah,
Top water?
No, that's not a top water anymore. The
I don't know.
top water became the Sportsman.
I'm not having a brain fart because I'm thinking of the Slayers.
So there was the Old Town Top Water 106 and the 120 PDLs, and those are the pedal drives.
Mm-hmm.
And then they've transitioned that to the Old Town Sportsman, which you can get in a pedal drive, or you can get with the Minn Kota.
Oh, look at you, Mr. Old Town salesman.
Hey, I know my boats.
Yeah.
I just have a long time. It's been my world. I've got an old top water PDL. So yeah, Autopilot. Yep.
Yeah.
Kyle's got it.
Yeah, I was thinking Autopilot was the name I was looking for. No, it's just been crazy. So like me and my wife bought a new car on Saturday, so I wasn't at the shop, and I came back actually to get some stuff. I came to get my shop key because I gave it to another employee, and the amount of stuff I'm looking for items because I was trying to grab them, and it's like so much kayak stuff sold.
Oh, wow.
And the people that came in, I had a list of people for me to email. Multiple people setting up. It's just crazy.
Well,
I mean, I pushed, trying to boom our shop this year, and it's between that and COVID.
I
It's
think
been great.
you're on the podcast now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You may have
Well, I advertised in the Chesapeake Angler. I'm like, you hate me when I say that. I was like,
no, that's okay. I just
helps.
generally hit you.
So between that and then, I don't know, I've gotten a lot of products from Boondocks. Yak Attack finally showed up. So it turns out Yak Attack just had an old card. We were talking about Yak Attack a few episodes ago, and someone had something either Yak Attack or Boondocks they ordered like in June and just showed up.
Yeah.
It might have been Kyle. But once that stuff shipped, it took like a day and a half. It shipped Monday morning. It came here today.
Huh.
Because they're only in Virginia, outside
Now,
Richmond.
You sent me the picture of all of the Yak Attack stuff.
That's most of it.
And
That's a
and
big order.
a lot of it was mine.
Yeah.
When I saw it, I was like, "Oh my god, did I get all of that
So
stuff?"
all of those rod holders are. I have a couple for stock. I have multiple people here and there. My neighbor Steve. I have a list. I think I saw Joey's ad on Fish Talk magazine. Yeah, Phil. Man, he really knows how to push some buttons. But I got like 4 or 5 Garmin. Like all that stuff is already spoken for. I didn't